Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. It is January 1st, first day of the new year, and I am here. We're starting strong. I am here to talk about the books that I'm planning to read this month of January 2022. I decided to start doing my monthly TBRs once again because I think it's just a great way to see which books do you have, which books do you think you might get through in the month, whichever month it is. I don't think I'm gonna get through all of them. I don't think I'm gonna read every single one of these books. Just to say that I have a lot of books in front of me, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna read all of them. These are just the books that I looked at today and decided I might get to that book this month, sometime this month, or this book sounds good. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna read every single book of this. I might see another book throughout the month that is not on this list and I might read that. And just because it is the first month of the new year, I am wishing you guys all a great reading year. I mean, also for myself, last year was not the greatest. Here is to a great reading year. Let's get started. I'm gonna put all of these books next to me like I should have done before starting the video because you already saw the first book. So let's just start with the book that you guys already saw, and that is Bunny by Nona Awad. I'm butchering that last name, I am so sorry, but it is this book right here. I bought this book like 2 weeks ago, and the reason why I got this book is because Chloe from Books with Chloe and Kate from Kate Literature, and then there's Kat also, who have talked about this book so much. They all love this book, and there's people who just really like this book and they think it's the best book they've read so far, whatever, favorite book for them. And there's other people who don't like it at all. They say it's weird, and I am intrigued as to what it is. I think the fact that the characters call each other Bunny and Bunny this, Bunny that, I think that's what could potentially make this book annoying in a way, and I tend to get annoyed at that kind of stuff, but I'm also intrigued as to why a lot of people like this book. So we're gonna give it a try. I'm gonna read it. I mean, this cover, it's stunning. The colors are bright, this yellow and pink, love it. Like, I just like bright books. Is that weird? Like, it's a good time. So hopefully I like it. We'll get to that. If you guys were wondering, I have no idea what this book is about except for the fact that the characters call each other Bunny, and that's all I know. I am going to be blogging throughout the month of January, so if you guys would like to see my thoughts whenever I read any of these books, please make sure to subscribe, like the video so you guys don't miss out on those blogs because they will be coming, and I'm excited. This is one of those. The next book I have, it's a book that I already started but haven't finished. I was kinda in a reading slump, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I wasn't in a reading slump, but I think I am. I'm trying to get out of it. It's gonna be good. But that book, it's in Spanish, and it is Lascosas que perdimos en el fuego by Mariana Enriquez. This translates to The Things That We Lost in the Fire. If you guys have Script, this is available on Script in English. In Spanish, they don't have the audiobook. I don't know why, because the author is Argentinian, and this is a collection of short stories. There are 11 short stories. I've read two of them, and so far so good. It tells the story of women. I'm pretty sure all the stories take place in some parts of Argentina. So far the stories that I've read have a lot to do with drugs. There's a lot of politics in it. There is sexual orientation, I don't know, child neglect, child abuse, prostitution. It touches on a lot of topics, and the images are sometimes very hard, but we have to get through it. It is an important read. I am doing a review on this book, so I have to finish it like tomorrow. So this is a book that I'm going to continue reading. Very interesting. The next book I want to read is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This book came out last year and I wanted to get my hands on it the moment that it came out. It is a romance story and I think the characters knew each other already. It says in the back, 7 days to fall in love, 15 years to forget, and 7 days to get it all back again. The main character is a writer and I think both of them knew each other. I don't know if they dated back then, but they come back together and they might fall in love again. I'm not too sure what it is about, but it is a love story. That's all I know and I want to read it. I've heard great things about it. A lot of people that I watch here on BookTube and from Bookstagram have read it and they all seem to enjoy it, so I think it's gonna be a great read. I'm looking forward to it and I'm really happy that I was able to get it during the 50% off that Barnes & Noble had on all of their back covers. Let's hope that Barnes & Noble does that again. The next book I have, it's one that has been in my bookshelf for years and it is very loved by a lot of people and I'm guessing that I'm also gonna like it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And this month, I think is a month. It feels like a good month to read it. I don't know. And that is The Ninth Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I was looking for this cover for a very long time and I'm happy that I got it because I don't think they make it anymore. I'm not sure, to be honest. So I've heard that a lot of people who like this book have also liked Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and since I've already read Caraval and I loved it, I think this book is gonna be for me as well. I've known about this book since like 2011 when it came out. I want to say it was 2011 when it came out. Yeah, 2011. I've known about this book since then and I just never got my hands around it until a few years later. However, I still didn't read it when I got it. Don't ask me why. I just do that kind of stuff. But I think this is the year, and there's another book, I can't even remember the name of it, that is going to come out later this year. And it said that people who like Caraval and The Ninth Circus will like that book. So I'm interested in that book. However, I haven't read The Ninth Circus, so I have to get on this one soon. Again, if you're thinking that I know what this book is about, I don't. I just know that there's a circus and I hope I'm not mistaken. You know, it's magic. I believe the two main characters are Celia and Marco, which that's all I'm gonna read because I'm pretty sure most of you guys know what this book is about. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And speaking of Caraval, not technically, but yes, the next book I want to read is Once Upon a Broken Heart. Why is my cover this dirty? Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This is a prequel. It's not a sequel, it's like sequel, prequel to the Caraval series. This follows Jax, and if you guys didn't know, Jax is indeed one of my favorite characters in the Caraval series. He is like a side character. He was part of the cards. If you guys have read the books, there's like several cards. I don't remember what they're called. It's just like these different people that got trapped in a deck of cards, and one of those people, one of those magical beings, I can't remember what they're called, but one of them is Jax, is the Prince of Hearts, and he was one of my favorite characters, and I just wanted to know more about him. And I knew once I finished the last book on the Caraval series, like I knew that Jax had to have his own story. And I remember I messaged Stephanie Garber asking her about it, and she was like, you just have to wait. And I just knew she was working on something, and this is what she was working on. The cover is stunning. This is the Barnes & Noble edition. It's all pink. I just love it. I am excited to read this book. I know there's gonna be a second book following this one, and it's gonna come out this year, so I need to get to this one ASAP because I love Jax and I just haven't gotten to it. I don't know why. The other book that I want to get to this month is one that I already started. I believe I started this like back in September, maybe August, I don't know, and I didn't finish it, and that is The Devil's Thief by Lisa Maxwell. This is the second book on the Last Magician's series. There's 3 books. I had to reread The Last Magician to continue with this one because I had forgotten a lot of the stuff, and since I love reading The Last Magician, I reread it, loved it the second time. I think I liked it even more the second time just because I knew what was happening and I knew what was going on. But this one is the second one. I wanted to continue it, and I think I got to page, I still have Dobby in here as my bookmark, and I got to page 188. That's all I read. So I remember pretty much what happens in here, or like to the point that I read. So I'm just gonna continue it and finish it because I want to read the 3rd book, and I don't want to let a lot of time pass before I forget what's going on, and then I have to reread every single book again, because that's what happens to me if I don't read the next book like right away. I forget a lot of the details, and then I have to reread, and obviously that takes more time when I could read another book. So this is a book that I want to finish so I can get going to the 3rd book. And if you guys don't know anything about the series, just know that it takes place in New York, and there's time traveling, there's magicians, there's magic involved, and it's just so good. Every single character is so good. Like, I can't wait for someone to do a movie or a TV series on this, because chef's kiss is just amazing. Like, this world, I love Esta and I love Hart. Everyone is just amazing, like every single character. And in this book we are getting to see the rest of the characters' development, and like we get to see their perspectives, and it's just amazing. So I need to finish it. I don't even know why I put it down and I started reading other books instead of finishing this one. Just talking about it right now just made me like, I'm gonna pick it up. I am gonna pick it up. And the last book I want to read this month, it's coming out actually this month, I believe like around the 17th of January, and that is Olga, wow, that's hard to say. And that is Olga Dice Dreaming by Xochitl Gonzalez. This book is set in New York, and just from reading the little blurb at the bottom, it's set against the backdrop of New York in the month surrounding the most devastating hurricane in Puerto Rico's history. It is a story that examines political corruption and the very notion of the American dream, all while asking what it really means to weather a storm. I know that I think we follow Olga, and we also follow her brother Pietro, who is a popular congressman representing their neighborhood and stuff, and she's a wedding planner, I believe. She helps everyone else with their love story, but it seems like she's having a really hard time finding her own love story until she meets Mateo. I just know he's gonna have a lot of family trauma, maybe just trauma, drama, everything with the family, even though their lives seem to be very public and great, but they are still struggling within their own family. I think they grew up with the grandma, and the mom comes back during the hurricane season thing going on. So I am excited to read about this story. I am looking forward to it, and those are all the books that I'm planning to read this month. I am excited. I think it's gonna be a great reading month. Like I said, I am gonna be vlogging, so I will keep you guys updated on that. That is all. I hope you guys have a great new year, and thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys soon. Bye.